Eddie Hearn updates fans on a potential mega fight between Tony Bellew and Bellew-Oleksandr Usyk. Stay tuned. Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family we work in. Shout out to SkySports, link in the description. Now, they have an interview with Eddie Hearn. Great title. It says Eddie Hearn hopeful Tony Bellew versus Bellew-Oleksandr Usyk fight will be made after a positive meeting in Paris. So just to make this video quick, the link is in the description. Basically, K2 and Bellew-Oleksandr Usyk's representation met up with Eddie Hearn to discuss a possible fight, Usyk, Bellew, Usyk, and nothing was signed or anything like that. However, they were positive, and I'm going to read some direct quotes from Eddie Hearn. Quote, "I had a very positive meeting in Paris yesterday and again today with Alexander Krasuk from K2. Hearn told Sky Sports. It's not done, but we made some good progress and we'll continue those discussions over the next few days. Both fighters want the fight and I'm hopeful we can get it done. It's a brutal fight, but Tony is ready to roll the dice to become an undisputed champion." Right? Now, listen, I was curious what weight would this be at because Tony Bellew knocked out David Haye twice at heavyweight. But if he says he wants to be undisputed, I'm assuming they're trying to make this fight at cruiserweight, which is a division formerly held by, well, actually, the WBC title. It's complicated, but the WBC title was originally Tony Bellew's, but then he moved up to fight David Haye, so he became a champion in recess. And then they did the World Boxing Super Series tournament style, kind of like the Super 6. And Bellew-Oleksandr Usyk became undisputed after he recently beat Murat Gassiev in the finals, right? So Usyk is the man at cruiserweight, right? I love it. I love it. I love it. It's a great fight. Bellew-Oleksandr Usyk, he looked very good against, who was it he fought in the World Boxing Super Series? Huck and Gassiev. And Gassiev looked good versus Dorticos. So to dominate Gassiev in the fashion that he did was very impressive. He showed skills, showed footwork, good speed, you know, not necessarily moving like a cruiserweight. Tony Bellew, different puzzle, different animal. Even though Tony Bellew has been stopped at a smaller weight at light heavyweight by Adonis Stevenson, some people forget that. He's done a lot since. He's been in Creed movie, playing the antagonist to Adonis Creed. But more importantly, he became a champion at cruiserweight, and then he beat David Haye. A lot of people blamed it on the injury, and then said it was a fluke. And then he did it again, and he did it earlier, and he did it worse in the rematch, as far as I'm concerned, and sent David Haye into retirement. David Haye is a former cruiserweight, but he had way more fights at heavyweight, known as the athletic guy, big puncher. And Tony Bellew, he did it twice. He showed that lightning strikes twice, and this is I'm just better than him at this point of his career, right? And I like it. Usyk is a very good fighter, but Tony Bellew is like almost like just like the movie he was in. He's almost kind of like a Rocky story, Cinderella man type. Guy who got stopped at light heavyweight. You're like, oh, what's he gonna do at cruiserweight? And then he gets hurt in his fight where I forgot the dude's name, starts with an M. I forgot his name. He gets hurt in that fight and then comes back to knock that dude out. Then he goes up to fight David Haye and then beats him. And then people say, oh, it's his Achilles that clapped. And then he does it again. So Tony Bellew, true Cinderella man. I like his demeanor. He's down to scrap and down to fight for whoever. And see, you know what the funny thing is? I'm thinking of a fight like this, and I'm thinking of Joshua versus Wilder. See how Eddie Hearn saying, hey, we're making progress, and they met up 2 times, and it looks like they're making progress. You know why? Because Eddie Hearn knows that Tony Bellew wants this fight, and he's not going to take lightly to not getting what he doesn't want. But with Anthony Joshua, it sounds like Eddie Hearn knows he's the Geppetto and Joshua is more of the puppet, so he can actually coax and persuade Joshua, even if Joshua really wanted the fight like he was claiming, or maybe Joshua doesn't want the fight. But either way, I feel like there's a different relationship between Tony Bellew and Eddie Hearn, and Joshua and Eddie Hearn. And once again, you see how easy it is to make a fight when both fighters really want it. Usyk, no doubt in my mind, he wants to fight Tony Bellew. He even called him out post-fight after beating Gassiev. Bellew, immediately after the Usyk-Gassiev World Boxing Super Series finals, took to his social media and said, let's scrap. I want to fight him. So that's the thing. And I think with Wilder Joshua, another one of Eddie Hearn's fighters, I think is either, I don't know, it's either Eddie Hearn doesn't want it, Rob McCracken doesn't want it, Anthony Joshua. It might be a combination of all three. But you see how easy it is at least to have positive talks. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like this year making Joshua Wilder, it was nothing but negative talks. You were lowballing him. He didn't like the offer. Then he didn't respond. Then he came back with the $50 million offer. You said you wanted more detail, but you really didn't, because at the end of the day, you said you didn't want to fight in America. So what do you need more detail, where the money's coming from and proof of funds, if you know you don't want to fight in America for it? And that was one of the stipulations. You get what I'm saying? So bottom line, back to Bellew versus Usyk, I think they both want it. So I think this fight could happen. It's a great fight. And this is, to me, more proof of why Joshua Wilder didn't happen, because it's not the same level of interest from both sides. But when you have a guy like Usyk, he's proven he's down to scrap. You don't enter tournaments and shit like that, World Boxing Super Series tournaments, if you're ducking the best. Because why would you be in a tournament? You know what I mean? It's like Andre Ward. Why would he be willing to face Kesslers and Bikas and Arthur Abram and Carl Froch and all that in the Super 6 tournament if he wanted to avoid the best? So that doesn't even make sense. So we know Usyk about that life, and we know Tony Bellew's about that life, because that man went to heavyweight and did the unthinkable twice. So that's why these fights are having progressive, positive talks. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's a great fight. Shout out to Bellew. Shout out to Usyk. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.